Hey, how's it going, YouTube? This is Spearfield7. Today we're talking a little bit about the Doom game. The beta was this past weekend. Today I wanted to kind of talk about my history with this game and talk about, overall impressions. Is the game worth it? Is it fun? Is it cool? And so we'll just jump right into that. When I was in grade school, I think it was about 4th grade, there was this kid in the 7th grade. He was a self-professed hacker. And he called himself a hacker, and he looked like one of those dudes, like who would probably grow up to be a multimillionaire and own stupid people like me in the business world. He installed a floppy disk. Those are little things that are no longer around, but he installed a floppy disk version of Doom onto a school computer. I went to a Catholic school. It was a Catholic private school, and honestly, I had never seen a game like that before. I don't think I had ever played a first-person shooter before then. So it just blew my mind, and we each had 30 minutes of computer time a day. And we always used to fight over that computer time. And our teacher, she was a really sweet lady. She was like, oh, they're really taking an interest in the computers. And, bless her soul, she never looked at our computer screen to see that we were blowing up demons and making their guts fly everywhere and all that stuff. So anyways, the original Doom probably popped my first-person shooter cherry, if you will. It was the first-person shooter I had ever played. One of the most violent games I had played early on. And so it's really been kind of cool. It's been a nostalgic trip, seeing it arrive on the PlayStation 4. The last version, I think, came out like a decade ago, so it's been a really long time. But Doom, honestly, is like the godfather of all first-person shooters. It is like, we wouldn't have Call of Duty, we wouldn't have Battlefield, we wouldn't have a lot of these things, because Doom really laid the groundwork, back in the early 90s. So basically, I am going to worship at the altar of this game. I am going to purchase it. I'll probably post more multiplayer gameplay and tips and tricks and all that good stuff. Ultimately, I'm looking for new things to do. Call of Duty is kind of boring me at this point, but I'm really excited about the DLC, which is dropping today. And hopefully I can have some gameplay and some thoughts on that coming up here shortly. But is the game fun? What I really like about this game is that it moves very quickly. That's what I really like Call of Duty for. People eat bullets, and it takes a long time to kill people. It's kind of like chopping down a tree, In Call of Duty, you can just mow people over. This game makes you think in an interesting way. I like these power-ups that are all over the map because they add a whole new dimension. Like when you're low health and you're about to die and you're desperately scrounging for health pickups so that you can regain your health. Those are all very significant changes and very cool things. They really added dimension to the game. And even though it's very fast-paced, I found myself, my eyes were hurting after a while because I wasn't blinking. There was just so much stimulation at all times. It was very, very, very cool. And I don't get that with Call of Duty. That when you're about to die, there is this kind of desperate speed, this desperation that I haven't felt in a while. And it's really like a puzzle game. You're trying to figure out the best angles to take things. And basically no first-person shooter recently, Battlefield, Call of Duty, has made me make those split-second decisions, to actually think about what I'm going to do next instead of just running around like a maniac with my head chopped off. So I really, really like that, the feeling that, if you make the wrong mental mistake, that it could come back to really bite you in a big and significant way. I found that the main strategy in this game is to scavenge weak players. So I'm not running in trying to take 1 and 2 people at a time. I'm running around the map trying to see the engagements that my teammates are in and then come in for the kill when the opponent is weak, or if they're by themselves, find a way to juke around, find a way to zap them with a grenade, doing something cool to try to prolong the gunfight. Prolonged gunfights actually increase the skill gap. I don't think there's going to be a lot of guns in it. I don't think there's going to be a lot of maps in it. But honestly, like, I really loved what Bethesda did with the Wolfenstein series, which is another old school first-person shooter landmark game. So I'm really getting it for the single player, but you know, the beta really impressed me. That I think I might actually explore, you know, doing you know, more multiplayer on this game. Overwatch is coming out in June. That looks like a lot of fun. In the fall, Battlefield, of course, a new Call of Duty. I'm trying to look for new experiences, new ways of playing, and just wanted to share with y'all, you know, kind of my background with the series, and hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. It was by far my best gameplay. It was ridiculous. I forgot what my KD was. It was something like 6 or something. So it was a lot of fun. I'm going to be back with some normal Call of Duty programming here very shortly. I hope you guys dug the video. If you did, please remember to leave a like, and I will be talking to y'all later. Until next time, this is Spearfield7. See you later.
Convincing victory.